Welcome to the 7 Steps video series. My name is Claude D. This video series serves as an accompaniment to the book 7 Steps, a book for empaths in a world full of narcissism. Check the link below for a copy of the book and hit the subscribe button for more videos. I hope you find these informative and that they provide a path to peace. This series highlights the 7 narc abuse tactics outlined in the book. This is the 4th. This is hoovering. The term hoovering gets its name from the Hoover Vacuum Corporation. Hoovering is a psychological and emotional abuse tactic employed by narcissistic individuals or narcissists. Just like with the vacuum, hoovering is how narcissists suck their victims back into their abusive behavior. When hoovering, a narcissist will lure and seduce their victims to achieve what is called narcissistic supply, defined as extreme praise or pity. Hoovering happens when a narcissist wants a victim to return to being a source of supply, usually after there has been distance or someone has gone no contact. Hoovering is done to get a response, any response. It may be as subtle as a text message sent on an anniversary date, or as blatant as someone showing up at your place of employment unannounced. Of course, people have conflicts all the time, and not everyone resolves conflict the same. So it can be difficult to recognize hoovering tactics from genuine attempts at resolution. But once you understand the role narcissistic supply plays in hoovering, you will also understand that when a narcissist hoovers, it is not because he or she is ready to do the work involved to heal or change. It is not because they love you or even see you for who you are. It is because they need access to a drug that they no longer have, and they are willing to exploit your vulnerability to get it. Narcs use hoovering tactics to regain supply without empathizing with how their abusive behavior affects another individual. And that's because hoovering isn't about what another individual wants. Like all narc abuse tactics, this is about what the narc wants. Any relationship where emotional triggers can be used is a place where you might see a narcissist hoovering. But it is particularly effective in romantic relationships. And so, common hoovering tactics can involve dramatic declarations of love, over-promising, manipulative apologies, and excessive gifts. Other types of hoovering tactics include smearing, creating a false emergency, threatening self-harm, and using others to pull their victims back in. Victims find that once they have been pulled back in by a narcissist, it is difficult to gain and maintain their self-respect. Repeated victims of hoovering tend to suffer alone, as it can feel embarrassing to share that they were willing to come back to a narc's abuse. If you think you have been a victim of hoovering, then I would invite you first to do what a narcissistic individual cannot do. Reflect. When you reflect, first and foremost, breathe. Reflection exercises give us an opportunity to pull away from the noise of life. They bring clarity and calm, but they are exercises. Life's noises are attractive by design, and so it takes discipline to pull away and engage in an exercise. Meditation is a reflection exercise where you learn to be present to yourself through breathing. Life brings change, and with change comes pain and grief. Meditation is where you learn to be present to your pain and present to your healing. This takes courage, as you won't always like what you see when you look within, which is why we meditate privately, so that when we are reminded of things that cause us fear, we can breathe and return to the present where we are safe. By including breath as a component of meditation, breathing becomes a way to summon the benefits of meditation even when we are not in a meditative state. This summoning has permeated Western popular culture with the term woosah, coined in the film Bad Boys 2. In the film, one of the lead actors, Martin Lawrence, uses the term woosah as a way of summoning calm and clarity. Notice that woosah is a word that employs a particular full breathing practice. Various cultures have been teaching this for centuries. Consider the many names of God that are attached to an ah or full breathing sound, like Allah, Yeshua, Jehovah, Jah, etc. Our breath is a present from God. It being placed in your hands is the ultimate unconditional love, and its power can be summoned in an instant. This is because when you have breath, you have life. All the more reason to create for yourself a practice like meditation, if only for the benefit of getting better at the one thing that guarantees your experience here: breathing. Life is filled with constant change, and with change comes grief. And so, how we begin to bring clarity and calm to ourselves amidst change can be a habitual benefit or a habitual detriment to our lives. When hoovering happens, a narcissist is responding to change by looking outside of themselves. For a narcissist, hoovering is an uncontrollable reaction to feelings of grief that come from not having something that they once had access to. And so, they may start by saying exactly what you want to hear, but they are only mirroring back to you all of your requests to get what they want. And so, when they don't quickly get the response they want, all of a sudden those beautiful words become smears and insults, because they don't love or miss anything about you. They just miss how you made them feel. When you are being hoovered, what is important to remember is your breathing and your reflective skills. Whatever the conflict or change was that got you and the narcissist to require distance or no contact is probably something you can reflect on honestly. You can probably own your part with an authentic language that doesn't require changing the subject or shifting blame. It's a skill, and you probably take it for granted, just like breathing. But not everyone knows how to breathe consciously, and not everyone knows how to reflect honestly. A narcissist does not have this skill. When they are prompted to reflect, they simply go seek another source of supply. It takes discipline to get up in the morning and make meditation and conscious breathing your first practice, when televisions, phones, and the noises of the world can seem so attractive. It takes courage to look within during moments of change and grief, when it is so much easier to seek outward and find an external object or habit to depend on. Discipline will keep you from instantly reacting when you are being hoovered, and you will remember that someone is just trying to get a reaction out of you. and that there may be more power in breathing and not reacting. Courage will keep you honest about what you are experiencing when you are being hoovered, and you will remember to be present with your pain and take responsibility for your healing. Narcs hoover and make noise in the hopes that you see them as what will bring calm to the noise, knowing that they do not have the discipline or courage it takes to offer any real healing to the situation. Hoovering may be flattering, but what it really calls for is compassion. Compassion for someone who will probably spend a good deal of their lives continually looking outward when there is conflict or change. Meditation is a skill where you can learn to provide an everlasting remedy to noise by going inside. Your ability to be authentic about what is bringing noise into your life will bring you closer to peace. Good day. Thank you for watching and listening. If you found the content informative, please let me know by clicking the thumbs up button. And you can hit the subscribe button to know when more videos are available. Check the description below to get access to the book, 7 Steps, a book for empaths in a world full of narcissism, as well as other resources. Once again, my name is Claude D.